The following video was recorded on location in my state-of-the-art office in the corner of my first floor apartment. If you like what you're about to hear, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell in the upper right corner.
Hello, this is Marios from Nightrage, man.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Fine.
For taking the time to do this interview.
No problems, man. No problem. You are welcome. Thanks.
Well, awesome. Well, of course, we're here to talk about the brand new album from Nightrage, the Venomous, which is available now. And I gotta say, this is easily one of the best albums that you guys have put out so far.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. We're very excited as well with the new album. We worked really, really hard, and we can't wait to see the reaction from the press and the fans. So far, from the singles we have released, 4 singles and 2 music videos, we got really good feedback. So we can't wait to see the rest of the album, see what happens with that.
So, what went into the writing process for the new album?
We started like 1 year before the actual recordings. I started doing some songs by myself, and then I hooked up with our new guitar player, Magnus on Demand, and we wrote all the songs together. We had a really great collaboration. Really happy to welcome him in the band, and also find a really good writer that we can have the same kind of, we're in the same page and we have the same influences. Never been a struggle. So it's like it's kind of a team effort. I mean, we worked really hard, and we had pre-production demos ready before the actual recordings of the album. And then, of course, when we went to the studio, some stuff changes, but we are very anal about having the songs down and know exactly what we want from the sound and how we want the songs to be done in the end, of the day.
Was there any significant changes that happened while you were recording, or was it just minimal?
Mainly on the vocal department. I mean, because Ronnie is always developing his vocal lines, and I can say that we improved the vocals a lot in the studio, on the actual studio, and I think Ronnie did a really great job. That's the second album he's doing with Nightrage, and I think he has improved as a writer and also as a performer in the band. So we're really happy with his vocal delivery this time.
Yeah, it's an absolutely killer vocal display on this album, and I gotta say that for all of you guys too. I mean, it sounds just like the entire band is on fire, and it just feels like such a great life in the band right now.
Yeah, you actually can hear what I described before about the great mentality, the great chemistry we have in the band right now. You can actually hear that on the album. All this freshness, all this excitement, passion about playing the music we love to play. So we're very happy that after 7 albums, maybe after 6 albums, this is the 7th album, we're still here doing what we love to do. Playing the music we love to play.
Oh, without question. And I'm glad to see that as a fan as well. I'm having discovered you guys back in 2011 when you played in Minnesota. I just became an instant fan from that point, and then just been following you guys with the back catalog and everything that you've released since then. And it's great to see that the fire is still burning strong with the band. I mean, there's so many great melodies and harmonies going on with the band, so many great melodic moments, mellow moments, everything that I love in the band is represented.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we always trying to find this mix between brutality and melodic lines. This is always we're trying to achieve, and we always try to improve it and make it better. So I think on this album we found a perfect balance between two different worlds, because that's what Nightrages is all about, anyways. And I'm glad that, like you said, that you feel and we feel as well that we have the fire still with us, and there's a lot of albums inside us. That's what I feel. I mean, that makes me feel inspired. All this, when you telling me or one fan telling us that they like the stuff we're doing, for us, it's a reason to carry on and doing better albums and give it for the fans, for the love, for the excitement. That's our goal all the time.
So, with that in mind, now that the album's out, what's next for the band?
Sorry, what?
Oh, now that
what?
Oh, sorry.
Yes?
I was saying, now that the album is available, what is next for the band?
What's next? Okay, yeah, now we're planning actually to do some shows, and we have a new booker. Right now, he's actually looking for some shows around May, as a release kind of shows. Then we're looking for a bigger tour in Europe in September, and also we're looking to play in Asia, Australia, and the Americas. We have a huge fan base in North America and Canada, and a lot of people will be, I think, really happy to see us. And I think this album, The Venomous, deserves the best attention. So we looking forward to come over there and start playing some shows.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Like I mentioned earlier, I got to see you guys back in 2011, and that was a fantastic show. But now with such a great album as this one, I mean, I'd be very excited to be able to hear the new songs and the songs since that time in a live setting.
Yeah, that for us is also kind of challenging to try to recreate this atmosphere of the soft and new album, because I think it's kind of a little bit special, kind of unique. And I think with the lineup we have right now, we're gonna deliver big time. We're gonna make it happen for sure.
So, with such an array of albums that you guys have, how do you decide what songs that you're going to be playing in a live setting?
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes can become difficult, but this time we want to actually concentrate a bit on the new album, play like 4 or 5 songs. Then we take some songs from the Puritan, and we have a lot of cool songs on our older catalog as well. And a lot of times our fans also asking for older songs. So we need to we want actually to make everyone happy. So it's kind of challenging and also cool for us to get to that point. But I think never been a problem for us to create a nice and awesome set list. So we're gonna try our best anyways.
Yeah, and that's what comes with the territory of having so many great songs and so many great albums, is that you're not going to be able to please everybody unless you do the entire catalog in one night on the entire tour. But as long as you pick out songs that are fun to play and for the audience to enjoy, it's going to be a great show.
Yeah, definitely. I think we have a great set list, and we play some classics all the time from the old times. But this time we want to focus a little bit more on the newer album. So we're gonna definitely play like 4 or 5 songs, new songs. So we'll see what happens with that.
And with this current incarnation of Nightrage, how does it feel to be going back and playing the older material with this lineup?
I think it works fine. I mean, our drummer is amazing, and the new guitar player Magnus is really, really good. And I think Ronnie is one of the, for me, it's like the best Nightrage singer. If you ask me, because I love his vocals, but the thing that I love more from him is his on stage energetic performances. So that makes it a little bit more special for us. He's coming from the hardcore scene, and he has this attitude that really fits with the melodic death metal stuff we do. So I think it's a great thing to see. So you must check him out next time. Hopefully that we're gonna play there. So it's gonna be an awesome, intense show for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, knowing how this work, I mean, it's great to see that style being implemented into Nightrage, especially in a live setting, because, I mean, with Nightrage already having a fantastic show, adding more of those stage antics and elements just even adds to it more.
It adds a little bit more because he's going back and forth. He's moving a lot, and has great performance skills, I think. So it's always a pleasure for me to play with him, and he actually gave me more inspiration to carry on and play. I feel honored to happy, and I'm very to have to play with Ronnie. He's such a guy that we are on the same page, and we're kind of old guys, but still we love 100% what we do, and we put our hearts in that no matter what.
So with that, was there a time that you weren't feeling that fire anymore and he just rejuvenated it, or was it just the fact that when he came into the fold it made you appreciate it more?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the struggle a lot of times with this band. I can tell you that. It's been a lot of times I was thinking about our future and what we're doing, and what we have achieved so far. But never. But anyways, never. I just wanted to carry on, and with Ronnie, I think I found a blood brother. Someone that can back me up. You need that sometimes, because you can't carry on with yourself. And I think with Ronnie, we have built up a really accept the fact that we playing together, we're good friends, and that for me is very important when you play in a band. To have someone that you feel that is your mate, your brother in a way. And I think now with Magnus and Ronnie, we are the core in the band right now. So we are, and nothing can break us down. So that for me, we can do everything we want, and we have created that sort of a family-oriented kind of band, and that for me is all I want.
Yeah, that is so very important. I mean, it's great and very needed to have chemistry in a band in a writing sense and when you're playing live, but it's just as important to be able to have that good contact with each other outside of playing music, being good friends, being able to be on the same page with things. It makes you inspired.
Makes you inspired and makes you want to carry on, because sometimes you can feel bad or something like that. And then you have Ronnie or you have Magnus to cheer you up. You need a friend. You need to be friends. Otherwise, then I don't think for me it doesn't make any sense to carry on, if that doesn't exist. So for me, it's really, really important to have this love in the band, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and I'm glad to see it too. I mean, with such the legacy that the band has had, and just like hearing about this incarnation of the band is just on the same page with everybody. It's so great to hear that, and it really shows through in the music as well.
It shows, yeah. You can really listen that sort of excitement and that glimpse of passion is there in the music between the lines. You can really hear that. All right, these guys, they're enjoying what they're doing for sure. They're not bored. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So, getting back into the album, was there any particular favorite tracks that you had for the album?
Yeah. I mean, if you ask me, all the songs are all my babies. I love all the songs the same. But I think I liked a lot, for a reason, I liked a lot the first two singles we put out, like the Venomous and Affliction. I think they're a little bit kind of different, mid-tempo, melodic songs, still have a lot of groove. And that, for us, is a new challenge, because we're well known for playing fast and crash riffs and, go for it. But this time we wanted to start, even the album, the first song, with a really kind of mid-tempo song that portrays another feeling for the band. And we want to show that we can write even, slower songs and still be heavy as hell,
Oh, yeah, without question. And when you listen to it start to finish in the album, the way that I think albums should be heard, it makes it stand out from other material because it shows more of the dynamics that way.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. Exactly, that's the right word actually. I think we have this time great dynamics on the album. It's not that we only play fast or we only play slow or mid tempo. I think we mix things. We mix different feelings and different tempos and different ideas, and that makes it actually very dynamic because all the songs are kind of different from each other. It's not. You can listen through the album and you don't get bored, because you always find new things that you probably like, and that for us is important when we are sitting down to compose. We really think about it, like we want to create songs that will last forever, So because when you're doing an album, it's gonna last forever, so you need to be really. It's a responsibility you have, in your hands. So you need to make it happen. You need to do the best you can, for you and for your fans.
Yeah, and I can't say it enough. You guys have absolutely done that this time around. I mean, just like I said, and like you said, the dynamics are just so inspired this time around. I mean, just like all the great melodic moments, the mid-tempo moments, when it does get heavier, it makes it feel that much heavier because other material doesn't match that brutality as much. I mean, just having those highs and lows on an album makes you want to listen to it from start to finish.
Yeah, sure. I think, imagine if we only played fast songs, it could be cool, but after some point, it can be a little bit kind of boring, because you stuck in one corner, So you need, for us, it's kind of challenging to, get different moods in our music and different genres of metal styles or whatever, or putting some acoustic guitars and some clean vocals sometimes, mix it up with brutal vocals and, sort of kind of almost like a paradox, this band, like the songs we're doing, like we going for really fast drums with acoustic guitars, and that makes Nightrages a little bit unique, I think, in a way, I think, for me, because a lot of people always say that, okay, you play this Gothenburg sound, that metal, blah, 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 but I think Nightrages is kind of a unique band, unique sound, because the way we play the melodies and all, the way we arrange the songs is kind of a little bit different, a little bit eerie, if you want.
Oh, without question, that's the case. And that's what made you guys always stand out to me, is those different uses of melodic moments. I mean, when you do tap into that Swedish melodic death metal sound, I mean, it's there, but you guys are doing it in your own way, and you're showcasing more of what's possible in this style of music. And there's no better example of that than the new album, where you can have those heavier moments, but also use different instrumentation, use different tempos, key changes, whatever the case is. I mean, it's all throughout the album, and it makes it stand out.
Yeah, sure. I mean, for us, like I said, it's very important to work with dynamics and keep the listener attention all the time, not make them feel bored or something, So it's we always think about what we're doing and try to make it as best as possible.
Yeah, and again, I'm so happy to see that this lineup is just on the same page with one another and making what I think is going to be one of the most standout albums of 2017, the Venomous. And I can't wait to see all the great touring that's going to be happening, obviously through Europe and the rest of the world. But once you guys hopefully make it out to North America, I'm absolutely going to do my best to be able to see you guys, because it's been way too long since 2011, and I really need to see you guys again.
Thanks a lot, man. I mean, thanks a lot for the interest and love in the band, and we appreciate that, and we hope we can make it in America as soon as possible, because like I said, we have a really good fan base, and can't wait to see you all guys in the forthcoming shows, and thanks for the interest, and hope your readers or listeners will give the Venomous a chance. Go buy it, steal it, or stream it, but whatever you want to do, but give it a chance. Thank you very much.